Vamos a jugar. Que hoy tengo poco tiempo para jugar. Tengo 7 horitas aproximadamente. $20 de escopeta.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Oh. Es para allá. ¿No? Me parece que por el otro lado era mejor, ¿no? Porque mirá, allá hay algo. O no, no hay nada. No, no hay nada, es lo mismo. Chao, me voy. Bien. Descansa, gordo, dale. Ok.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Toma. Tuki. Chao. Tengo 20 balas, boludo. Ya me están quedando poquitas balas. Oh, shit. No, no, odio el bosque.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
No hay nada ahí. Me perdí todas estas páginas, boludo. 4 páginas, no sé dónde.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
¿Por qué? Allá hay algo. Las pilitas. Termo. Más pilas. Me voy a la mierda. Nice. Oh, la puta madre. Bien, no tengo más granada. A ver si hoy nos lo podemos pasar. Estoy grabando, ¿no? Sí. Color a Steam Engine. Ok. Una llave. Bueno. Un maleape. Tuki.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and
Thomas
papers by
Zane.
Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence. about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Bueno.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Cuatro munición de lanzabengalas.
Birds.
¿A dónde voy? Por Acum. Channels go to Cauldron Lake. Yo no sé si es para acá o para allá. Acá me llama. Me llama por acá.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Es para acá. Ya fue.
Alice? Alice?
Ah, no, no es por acá.
I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Ah.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Mina de plata. Oh, aquí.
All accidents could be prevented.
Ah, mirá, esto es una hoja. ¿O no? Sí, mirá, yo me la iba a dejar, pensado que era una luz.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Just let me get through this. Termo. Oh, me pica la pierna.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Ok. Ah, me picó un mosquito en la pierna, boludo, pero recién se ve. Me picaba antes. Ok. Y tengo que avanzar hasta allá, ¿no? Sí. Estirándome por acá. Sí. Josh. Goshirilijilla. Vamos. 20 minutitos voy jugando no hay. Siento que avancé una banda. Nice. Puntos de control. Me encanta que esté conectado con el juego Control. El juego Control yo en la Play me lo platiné. Me encanta. Me encanta el Control. Tux. Tengo que bajar, ¿no? Sí, ir hasta allá. Acá qué hay. Toma. Thor.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
What the fuck. Está re loco. Me hice bosta. Ah, bueno.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Tengo 6. Quiero ver si me lo paso hoy. Así puedo jugar al 2, bro. Quiero jugar al 2. No lo voy a poder grabar porque lo tengo en la Play. Adiós. Ah, bueno. Bueno, llegué. Corre. Corre. Ay, me
Shit.
cagué todo. Qué cagazo me pegué, loco. Let's fucking go. Ya intenté de 1000 maneras que me escuches, pero no logro tener tu perdón. 20 balas. Corre. Corre. Run, Forest. Cauldron Lake. La caldera forma... Ok. Cauldron Lake. fucking go. Let's fucking go, bitch. Ah, bueno. Corre, gordo. No me deja correr. Ouch. ¿Por qué no corres? Qué pelotudo. Nice. Otra bengala. ¿Cuántas tengo? 7, boludo. Bastante. Ah, me falta una. No sé dónde poronga dejé estas 4.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Che, y... Ah. Ok. Estaba viendo... ¡Uy, que se me cayó! La reseña del Spider-Man 2, boludo. Soy ese atorrante, el tonto que era antes, que no supo cuidar de tu amor. Tom. Tom, 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 Tom. I curse you, Thomas, saying, I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? You talk on, you talk to me on TV. What the fuck, qué miedo. Munición de fusil de caza. Bengalitas. 10 bengalas tengo. ¿Hay munición de pistola? De escopeta. Era obvio. A la mierda. Nice. Acá había un termotanque de esto. Ah. Ok. Allá tendré que ir.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there fast.
O que se despierta en la
I
clínica.
tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
What the fuck?
I dreaded what I would find.
What the fuck? Vamos a ver qué.
Are you? Wait.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably...
What the fuck? El tipo. What the fuck? ¿Qué? What the fuck? Alan Wake.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Meet the kidnapper.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it.
La piña que le
You went
metí.
through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode.
You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
O sea, se murió mi mujer. No me acuerdo.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave. Alan, I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me.
Bueno,
I
dale.
don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. A
Dale.
walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron
So,
Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating
Lane
artists.
Wake.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
What the fuck. Re lindo.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations,
Tiene
paranoid
sentido.
delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Si tú lo dices, viejo. Si tú lo dices, viejo. A ver, tiene muchísimo sentido lo que dice, pero... Oh. Esto es un reloj. ¿Qué son las...? 6 de la mañana. 6 de la tarde. ¿Dónde está el sol?
I never get tired of this view.
5.
Very
5 de la tarde.
inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Mirrors. Mirrors pick.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well,
La
no matter.
oscuridad.
This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself,
palms of my
though.
hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Bueno, dale.
Come along.
¿Qué serán? ¿5
Let's go
capítulos?
inside.
No tengo ni idea.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
¿Qué es esa vieja pelotuda? Oh, termo.
Come, Alan, this way.
Patience rooms. Déjame pasar, gordo.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in
Dining
your room.
room.
You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me.
Mirá los
There's a
del,
storm
los del
coming.
bar.
Oh, what a storm.
Los del bar.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
What the fuck?
And these two
Anderson,
are the
Odin, and
Anderson
Thor.
brothers. Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band
Old
in the
gods of
70s
Asgard.
and 80s called
God.
Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a
Estaban en el
farm
bar estos al
nearby.
principio.
They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best.
O sea, la piña fue real.
What do you think?
Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
La escritura y el ayudante de Thomas Zane.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear.
Emil.
If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Ahora puedo correr.
And you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination.
Ok. Ah, vuelvo a tu habitación.
So they can say they made a contribution, and then we end up with.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Ok.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's
Me encanta eso, que esté el actor.
My editor is real.
No que lo hagan personajes, sino que graben al actor directamente y pongan al actor ahí real. Me encanta.
Presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Mira.
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Ah, yo quiero probar esto. ¿A dónde me lleva este QR? alanwake.com. A ver. Constipation. Alan Wake 2. What? No sé, raro. Termo.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk. Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Emerson. Un jueguito de la Play, mirá. El Night Springs. De la Xbox 360, mirá. Night Springs. Es el pintor. Y de Sole no me deja entrar. Bueno.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Este es el objeto de poder. La máquina de escribir.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
Es lo peor que le puedo decir.
But it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
I don't know.
Doors up! Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench!
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
Hartman
Barry.
kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and
What the
Barry
fuck?
was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al?
Where's Al?
Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled
What
and
the fuck?
clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard.
backstage is
If she was
all
one of Hartman's
yours,
goons,
Tom.
she had it
Seize
coming.
your
I could get the
destiny.
key to the office wing from Sinclair. I
Mira,
had to
gordo.
get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my
Come out
manuscript
and face
pages.
the music,
That's where he'd
Birch.
been keeping
It's
them.
time to pay the piper.
Pecho de Hartman.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Birch.
We were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen punks
Okay.
like you before? Mortal knave.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time.
What le falla a
Hartman wasn't
Hartman?
happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He
No
had
sé quién
made a
es
mess
Mott.
of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days.
Ah, el
less than
secuestrador.
Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
What the
The
fuck?
photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew
Este.
the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how
Barry?
you want to?
Ow! About time! Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well. worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
A la mierda. Oscuritidade. Oscuritidade.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Ah.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
No. Generator este. No. No, a ver que llega un idiota. Tengo que correrlo del lugar. ¿No? No entiendo. ¿Tengo que seguir? Así el generator ese. Necesito más luz. Necesito más luz. Porque no llega. No entiendo. Ouch. I don't understand. No entiendo. No puedo hacer nada por acá. Que no sé qué hacer. No sé qué hacer, boludo. Ah, ahí está abierto. No puede ser. No puede ser. Oh, dos, mira.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he
Ah,
ordered
mira.
Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Ouch. Corre, hijo de puta. Un termo.
Hey, come on! We gotta get going! I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out! Oh, geez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
Siempre a la derecha yo iré.
I can hear those evil guys moving around!
Don't trust Emil. Okay.
I stared at the Viking
Oh.
paraphernalia
Esta es la
that
zona que yo
littered the
digo.
area, surrounding
Esto.
an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Strangely appropriate.
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
Oh, it's right.
You can have the TV on if
Bueno, acá no.
sorry about the channels. If you can't on the channel, we turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes people sad.
Este es Hartman, ¿no?
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm. You get 3 pills in the evening.
No, el gordo, mirá.
And then you'll sleep like a baby. Like things to be yours. That way we don't have any trouble. And I don't have to punish anybody. We're all friends. This is just part of the settlement.
Nice. A la pinga el gordo. Bang. Podría haberme la gastado mejor, sí. Pero bueno, me chupó la pija. No tenía ganas de matar al gordo. Gasto una banda de municiones. Ahora vengo. He volvido. Me tuve que ir a comer. No estoy. Escopeta. Una página. Ah, me salté una.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Ok. Run, Alan. Ouch. Ok. Matar a 100 con la pistola, boludo. What the fuck. 100 tipos maté. Más de 100. Me la gasté ahí, no sé si debería de haberme la gastado. Pero bueno. Ah, no, mirá, no me lo salteé.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay. Okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Ok. Ok. Mirá, una banda de cosas. Ok.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan,
Thomas Zane.
Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Ok. Okie dokie. Fucking run. Tengo muchas ganas de jugar al 2, boludo. Pero no creo que llegue hoy. No creo que me lo pase ahora.
You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
¿Dale una patada?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Un gordo. Ah.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it. I'm on it. It's gotta be here. Just hang on, Al.
Ouch.
I found it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig.
Correte. No. Chupame la pija, boludo. Chupame la pija. Estoy esquivando y no esquivo a los gordos.
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it! I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Just hang on, Al!
¿Ves lo que te digo?
Oh, hey, I found a quarter! I found it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig. Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Corre. Ay, por Dios. Hijo de puta.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest. You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
The darkness.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Toma. A la pinga.
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car,
Ahí.
but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop!
¿Qué tiene en la mano?
Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Oh, me acuerdo de esta parte está increíblemente
Barry,
buena.
just wait for me, okay? Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
¿Qué? Pero no tengo linterna, no tengo pistola, no tengo nada. Ok. Mirá.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby edge. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Hay un termo ahí. Ole. ¿Hacia dónde tengo que ir? ¿Hacia allá? Hijo de pu... Corre, hijo de pu...
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through. Agent Nightingale stared at the
Mirá.
passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Ok. No fucking choice. Voy corriendo. Me corro.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
Nah. Fíjate.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Mirá todo lo que tengo que hacer para llegar hasta la maldita casa, boludo. Qué paja. Bien. Linterna de alta resistencia, dámela. Gracias. Pilas, gracias. Termo, me chupa un huevo, pero gracias. Ah, quiero ver cómo voy de esto. Mira, 59, voy la mitad. Termos voy 46, pirámides de 4, mira, cajas, programas de radio, me faltan 2. Programas de TV me faltan 5. Señales, esto no sé qué es. Despertador, figura de cartón, esto creo que es del DLC. Del American Nightmare.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
You'll see the damage soon. You'll see the damage soon.
I'm trying to
Hola.
deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream.
¿Cómo va la historia? Claro.
Followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chain to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before. Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
14. Misión de escopeta. Y no tengo pistola, es solo escopeta. Gracias, no tuve que gastar, boludo. Y bueno, vamos. Let's fucking go. ¿Para dónde? Es el tema, ¿por acá? No. ¿Para dónde pija voy? De allá vengo, entonces es para allá. O de allá vengo. No, del otro lado vengo. Por acá. Me cagué todo. Ay.
could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not!
The front door was locked.
Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
¿Qué? What the fuck? Boom.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Cagó.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape.
Escape.
I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Thomas Zane.
Farm animals are intense.
Ciao.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Hmm.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast. For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Ok. ¿Acá qué hay? Natty Nat. Natty Nat.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself.
Termo.
But
No lo voy a
Barry
agarrar.
was Barry.
Ah, sí lo voy a agarrar. ¿Sabes por qué? Porque me falta un poquito para los 50. No sé cuántos voy, pero bueno. Me chupa la pene. Me chupa la pene. Me chupa la pene. Y ahí está. El mirador ese o la granja. Voy a ir al mirador, obviamente. Bueno, tranqui. Ok, granadas de estas. Pilas. Está bien, está bien, está bien. Y acá no hay una pinga. Ni el perro. Nice. Me la aspiro acá ahora. En la jeep. Adiós, idiota. Tranqui. Golpéate solo. No sé, con el aire. No sé con qué se golpeó ahí. Estacionado. ¿Qué pinganillo hay acá? Escopeta. No, rifle. Me sirve más el rifle de casa.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible
Mi
she's
mujer.
injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Ok. ¿Qué hincha pelo? No. Chao. Quería tirar la granada, boludo. Este auto del orto.
Gotta be kidding.
Me gasté las dos. Boludo, me tiró una granada a la bosta. Hizo ting. What? Me pareció ver una flash. O sea, es para ahí, el concierto. ¿No? Sí. Esta parte está increíble. Esta parte es muy buena, muy, muy buena. Fuera de joda. Esta parte es increíble. Allí hay un algo.
Stay away from my daughter!
Al pedo agarré la flash. Esta parte es muy buena. Muy, muy buena.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Justo caía un rayo, Justo. Justo caía un rayo ahí.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot!
Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
Yes! Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue!
Oh, damn it! Goddamn turn of the century wiring! Hang on, Al! I'll get them working again, I promise!
¿Qué?
Yes! Al! Stay in the light! No, no, no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please! Al, please don't let me die here. Although if I buy it, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out. Rock and roll! Woo!
Ay, sí, sí, vení. Ay, hiciste cosquillas, pelotuda.
This may be the most awesome moment of our entire lives!
They are trying to kill us. That's the high point of my life? Really?
Children of the Elder God! Enjoy it! God damn it! There! Back in the game! Yes!
Oh! Can I do this?
Bien, muy buena esta parte. Bloom. Está muy buena. Esta parte está increíble. Me agarro la escopeta, metemos balas.
Was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Nice. Y encima tengo el super reflector este, que el capítulo siguiente se me va a salir, pero bueno. Lo tengo ahora.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
This way to the farm. This way to the farm. Alan Wake.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new.
No.
Right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Mira una hoja, la voy a ir a agarrar.
Biggest worry all this time.
La voy a ir a agarrar, me chupa un huevo. Chupa un huevo perder tiempo. Quiero esa hoja. No me puedo ir sabiendo que vi una hoja y la dejé.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think writers were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
The Feds. Nice. Ahora sí me puedo ir tranquilo. ¿Me salté páginas? Sí, pero no las vi. Si yo la veo, la tengo que agarrar, sí o sí. No, boludo, no la puedo dejar. No puedo verla y dejarla, ni en pedo.
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me. Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive.
Shut the fuck up.
Wow. Look at that thing, Al. They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
What the fuck?
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Oh, Night Springs. Man, brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Oh, is this one of your episodes?
In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation.
Alumbra mucho, boludo. Y... Ah, pero están como...
It's
salteados.
1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Oh wow, who's that? You don't know.
¿Yo vi algo acá? No, flashé. Banca. Ahora hago eso. To Ragnarok. 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 Bloom. Ah. Rajá de acá. Chupame la pija, boludo. Chupame la pija.
Whoa! Good going, Al!
No. ¿Por qué 3?
Make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chances where the monster is nipping at his heels like what his because if he wakes up in a cold sweat.
Chao. Mogólico de mierda.
Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm. Hey, something's happening here.
Plenty of crumbs is hard work.
What? Can't you hear that? Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I gotta work.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Chao. No sé quién era, pero murió. A la pinga. Algún poder era. Algún poder, algún jefe. ¿Por qué puedo entrar acá? No sé. ¿Dónde estás, mogólico? Gordo, pelado, ¿dónde estás? Me falta toda la parte de la represa todavía. Que esa parte me acuerdo de una parte. ¡Ay!
Sun at the farm.
Dale, gordo. Licor.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single. Be careful, Al!
Hijo de pu.
Whoa! You okay, Al?
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Estoy escuchando algo. Radio.
As you regular listeners
Oh,
know,
shit.
I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier.
Pensé que iban a decir algo de la historia, boludo. O algo por el estilo.
Pat, but definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Tac. Ah, un refill completo.
You've got to be kidding me.
Chao. Bien. Ah, la... Nice. ¿Qué hay acá? Una escalera. What the fuck? What the hell? Ah, es para allá. Ok. Ah, le toca abrir la puerta del silo. Y después tengo que ir a la casa.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Sí, gordo, vení. Dale, gordo.
Hey, let's go, man.
No la podía empujar él. Tan pesada va a estar.
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Dale, vení. Va a abrir esto, gordo.
Come on, one more gate.
Una motosierra clavada en un árbol. What the fuck. Old gods know the truth. Los viejos dioses conocen la verdad.
The lights are out.
Hola.
Guess we better check the fuse box.
Ok, banca que investiga un poquito por acá primero.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box. The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Caja de fuse box. La caja de fusibles. ¿Estará arriba? Raro porque siempre están abajo o afuera, pero bueno. Otro termo, 2 termos acá.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Guitarra.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic.
Mira, me faltan 2. What the fuck, qué paja.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Tuki.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
I'm sorry about this. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
¿Qué? Damn it. Diversam.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
Ah, o sea, esto no se lo acuerda.
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Todo esto no se lo acuerda.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she
Jagger.
had me.
Jagger.
I'd been easy prey.
Look,
La vieja.
cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind
Alice?
you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
Esto es lo que él no se acuerda nada.
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Toda una semana escribiendo ahí.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
What the fuck?
No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know
Es Thomas Zane este.
back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
Ahí es cuando él me dejó escapar, me dejó ir.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
Thomas Zane
The week spent in the cabin
es la
had taken
luz
its toll. I was
y
barely
es el de la
conscious
foto.
and fading fast.
Y acá es cuando se acuerda, cuando choca.
It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Y acá empieza el juego. Pero, ¿dónde está Alice?
It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Previously on Alan Wake, under the influence.
Voy a seguir jugando, obviamente, tengo tiempo para pasar. Tengo 5 horas.
Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
Bright's dinner. Bright Falls. Bright Falls.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Anda al baño a vomitar, sucio.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The lady of the light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not
you
gonna...
haven't even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here, all the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead...
Wait a minute. I
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true.
What the fuck?
Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page.
Claro, por eso dijo, esto lo conozco y lo había leído. Lo había leído.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady
Esto
in
es.
his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the deja vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
I can get the emergency power on.
Drag him into the night. Una bengaloide, otra bengaloide. What the fuck? Acá no hay nada. Me da un termo. Termópilas. Meeting room. Meeting room. Sarah Breaker. Sierra Breaker.
Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there
Oh,
pretty
shit.
quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on,
Nice.
let's get back to your friend. Wheeler, I need you to stay here.
What? No!
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list, Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one, Al?
Cállate, gordo.
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Algo. Sin complejos, sin sentido, me arrebatan los latidos y tu voz. Y ya no puedo. Que no sé a dónde voy. No es real. Hace ya tiempo me voy de uno. Y odio cuando estoy lleno de este veneno. Oigo truenos si no estás. Imposible, es demasiado tarde. Nada es como antes. Esto es una obsesión. Triple D. Tacaca, no sé ni qué es. Al nivel de la calle. Acá hay una cacona. No sé qué es esto. Nah, bueno, chupame la pija, boludo. Palo del orto.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Ah, damn! That's smarts.
Good job, Wade. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
Follow Sarah. Sarah, come on, Sarah.
you don't. Fight him off.
Chau. ¿Qué es para ahí, no? Sigue a Sara, pero ella me está siguiendo a mí, boludo. Nightingale.
Look out! Over here, Wake! The chopper's in the other direction!
Bien. El gordo Laucha. Sí, ya sé, gordo. Laupioca. Ah, estoy jugando a este boludo porque me compré el 2. Y lo voy a viciar después. Pero el 2 lo compré en la Play. Y no lo puedo streamear, boludo. Yes. Igual este no me lo voy a platinar. Es una poronga platinar este juego del orto. Hay 10.000 millones de coleccionables. Es una poronga. Así que solo lo voy a jugar, a pasar y no, y nada más. Bien, la linterna esta aguanta más. Termo.
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
Yes.
During this week you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now. Barry was in his element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were. He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if every noise he heard from outside, and he heard plenty, made him jump. He had only paused to text Al a message, told him to hurry up. Suddenly, Barry froze in mid-dial. A window broke somewhere in the building, and then the lights went out.
What the fuck? ¿Para dónde pija es? Para afuera, ¿no? Sí. Para acá. What the fuck? Osa. Gordo, me hiciste cagar todo, mogólico.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
You have the right to remain silent. Only I understand these rights.
Vení, mogólica. Dale, pegale a ese, pegale, pegale, pegale. Bien. Y yo me voy para allá nomás. ¡Epa! Mirá.
Wake, over here! There's light!
Esperá, mogólica. ¿Qué hay acá? No hay nada. Mirá, un termo ahí. Cabeza de termo. La bengalita, está bien, vamos.
I have a key. Watch my back, Wake.
Dale. ¿Tanto vas a tardar en poner una llave, pelotuda?
It's an ambush.
That's far enough! Keep shooting!
Chao, a la mierda. Mogólicos.
Hold it right there!
Ouch.
Hold it right there!
Chao. Chao, a la mierda. Mogólica del orto. Y la concha de tu madre. Dale, abrí. ¿Tanto va a tardar en usar una llave esta mogólica del orto? Termo. ¿Acá hay algo? No. Vamos nomás. Ah, metete una casa nomás cualquiera, ¿no?
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Las llaves del helicóptero. Ok. Misógino, sí, más vale una mogólica. Mogólica de mierda. Las mujeres se les pega.
It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again. But meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the rider. The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Este gordo también del amigo de este. Ay, la concha de tu madre. Ah, tengo una escopeta, me había olvidado. Esquiva, down. Chao. Bengala.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Ok. Esta linterna. El maldito reflector. ¿Qué le pasa a la tipa?
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God. Oh God.
Corre, gordo, corre. Corre, gordo. A la bosta el gordo.
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
No, me faltó ir para arriba. La puta madre. Me faltó lootear ahí. Ay, la concha. Granada. Pum.
Keep shooting. Hold it right there.
Chao. A la bosta.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the
Keep
backyard.
it down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All the shooting in the air is idiotic.
¿No hay
One of
algo?
these days they'll kill somebody. And over deer fest.
Hay una mierda ahí.
I know. Go back to bed.
Viejo, deja de joder.
Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life.
Dale, dale, la concha de tu madre te pega un tiro en la cabeza.
Wait,
Mogólica.
the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
Termópila.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
What the fuck?
Out of your
Literal.
Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
¿Acá hay algo? Hay una poronga. Alex Casey. Momento contemporáneo de la novela negra. No sé.
I don't see Barry.
Ahí está Barry.
Look, Wake. Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
¿Qué hay acá? Cajita. Nice. Nice la pistola de bengalas. Dale, gorda. Llega un termópila. Corre, corre, corre. Esperá, mogólica, esperá. No voy a ir a la iglesia todavía. Espera un toque. La paja es que tengo 8 balas nomás.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns. And yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
Sí. Gracias. A las 4 voy a tomar. Sí, sí, sí. Tengo que tomar esta poronga. Antibiótico del orto. Porque me tengo que hacer no sé qué poronga en el diente. Tengo que arreglar una muela. Y me dijeron que me tomo un antibiótico durante una semana. Me quiero matar. No me interesa. El DLC no lo pienso jugar, es una poronga el DLC.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
Let's take a break.
Chao.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your
¿Por qué le pegaba?
Hold it right there! Look out! One of them slipped away! Fight him off! Get back!
Toma la fija.
That's far enough! Ha!
Dale, la concha de tu madre, quédate quieto. Qué mogólico del orto. No, 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 no,
Okay,
no,
it's
unos
open.
mogólicos.
Let's go, Wake.
Dale.
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish it. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
God.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Siempre en las iglesias, mirá, cripta. Qué miedo.
No! Gah! No! Get off me! Ha! Keep shooting!
Chao. A la bosta. Horno. Patear. Tú. Hola.
Guess that one
Oh,
saw
shit.
the light, huh?
Nice.
You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
¿Qué?
What have the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Missing.
Vampires.
Gatito.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
Dale, corre, 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 corre.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I didn't say that.
1, 2, 3, 4 me faltan.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place.
Negrura. Por la negrura.
But one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
Imposible, es demasiado tarde. Todo es un desastre. Olvido de quién soy. Voy a agarrar las granadas porque están chetadísimas estas granadas. Bajá acá, mogólico. ¿Dónde estás? La verdad. Nanani, nani, nani. Ok.
Keep shooting.
¡Pum! ¡Pum! Nice.
Oh, I'm never gonna get used to this.
Never gonna get used to this. Never gonna get used to this. Bright Falls Fire Department. Okay.
The helicopter's just up ahead. I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Ah, me pica la oreja. Ahí está. Muchas balas. Balas, 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 balas. Municiones. Muchas granadas. Muchas municiones. Luces. Más cosas. Oh, la puta se viene, Otro termópila. Acá, ahí está. ¡No! Y ahora yo lo voy a tener que cubrir hasta no sé qué. Me cagué todo, la puta madre.
Well, get ready. I'll hold them off.
No. Chupame la pija.
Well, get ready. I'll hold them off.
Dale. Come on.
Keep fighting, Wake. We're almost ready to take off.
Corre.
You better put an end to this.
Just get me a Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
Nice. Episodio terminado. Y voy a jugar el último, porque estoy seguro de que es el último.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Hold on!
A la bosta. Tuki. No me saqué las cosas, por favor. Déjame lo mismo que tenía. No, qué hijo de puta. Bueno, bien. Concha de tu madre. Bueno. Munición de escopeta. ¿Dónde está la escopeta? Acá. De Chimasa. Es la de muchas. Ok. Ok. Radio. Ya los había encontrado todos, pero bueno.
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of our local rock legends, the old gods. I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's just one of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest.
Ok, me la aspiro, ¿no? De una. Adiós. Adiós, muy buenas.
The power plant glowed in the night. It was close, but I had to find a way across.
Ok. Bengala y granadita. Bien. La granada esa está buenísima. God. Hay una página ahí.
Most of us are skilled professionals.
¡Pum! ¡Me mata el mogólico!
Most of us are skilled professionals.
Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
Ok. Hay un termópil ahí. Chupame la pija, mogólico. ¿Qué carajo no se electrocutó? ¿Qué mogólico tiene ahí? Qué pelotudo. Voy a cantarte otra vez que tú
The
estás
story I had
linda
written
y
in the
no te
cabin
dejo
had
de
come true.
mirar.
Touched by the dark presence, I had written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
Ok, acá me falta 2 páginas. ¿Será el capítulo final? No sé, boludo. No sé si será el final o faltará uno más. No me acuerdo, la verdad. To be honest, I don't fucking remember. Sí me acuerdo de la parte de eso. Que hay que ir como por un coso, por abajo. Algo me acuerdo. Un poquito me acuerdo. ¿Cuántos termos tengo? Como 60 ya. Ah. Pero si te estoy alumbrando, retrasado. Bien, bien, bien. Pistola de bengalas. Municiones. Bien, pilas. ¿Hay algo? No. Que tú estás linda y no te dejo de mirar. Le daría un beso, pero estoy cantando. Wow. Se viene la noche.
More birds.
Ah, me lo rompieron. No sé quién, alguien. Alguien me lo rompió.
Are we men dreaming of being butterflies, or butterflies that dream of being men?
Hola.
We managed to lose the flock. You're almost at the power plant. Keep going. We'll give you support.
Ok. Chupame la pija. ¡Chupame la pija! Nah, la cagué. Espérame, estúpida.
The birds are back! Link, we can't stay here! Get inside! Call us when you know what the plan is!
Ah, son idiotas. Corre, 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 corre. No, 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 qué gordo de mierda. Que no corre. Safe Heaven.
I recognized the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
God. Safe Heaven.
Hold it right there! Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time. Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you. It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
What you need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route, a lit route, an old water pipe. Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
Bueno, dale, déjame ir. Ah, fuera acá. Oh, la puta madre. No me dio ni munición encima. No me dio
Weaver had sent me
munición.
to cut the power to the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver
Me parece
was
que este es el
dependable.
final. El
I'd
capítulo
stumbled
final.
into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades.
Rule 1, never go out at night. Ok,
I could see
mira
the
dónde
kill switch that
está,
would cut the
boludo.
power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
Ahí va. No. Ahí va. Ahora sí. Corre, Forrest. No me dio munición la pelotuda. Rule 2, keep the lights on. Bien, de escopeta. Estaba sufriendo, boludo.
Who designs these things?
Put the power to transform the yard.
The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
Y ahora me van a aparecer todos los bichos acá.
Take care of your tools.
Me muero. Open me, open me. Uf. Thank you very much. Listo, vieja, dale.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, come. The pipe's empty now. We're
Dale,
ready to
vieja.
go.
Dale, que ya quiero terminar este juego. Quiero jugar al otro.
We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such
Change
a
the
beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident. And then Tom started
Mirá toda la
right
munición
in
que hay ahí.
and woke
Quiero.
the darkness up.
Quiero,
He
quiero,
tried
quiero.
to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand.
No me acuerdo el
until it
final
was
de este
too
juego.
late.
Para
He
nada.
tried
No me lo
to
acuerdo
undo it,
para nada.
Wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. He was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me. Or perhaps
I curse
used
you,
me
Thomas
a little.
saying.
Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built the well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist
Terrible
the story to
lamparón.
her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain. This pipe will take us directly
Nos lleva a
to the
dos.
unlit
Me
room.
faltan
Okay,
dos.
I need to call my friends, tell them where
Dos
we're going.
cosos. Dos.
Barry,
Dos hojas.
we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa! No! For the sweet love of...
Barry! Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
Ah, me fui.
Well,
Toma.
be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
De esto me acuerdo yo. De esta parte me acordaba.
At least I didn't have to worry
De
about
esto.
her. She knew how to stay safe.
The well-lit room. Well lit. Bien, acá hay una.
Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor. The chopper bucked wildly and the board lit up, telling her what she already knew. They were going down. Barry Wheeler screamed next to her.
Me falta una page. Venga. Hijo de pu. Hijo de pu. Imposible, es demasiado tarde. Todo es un desastre. ¿Y acá qué hay? Ah, soy un pelotudo. Chao. Chao.
Barry! Sheriff Breaker! Sarah!
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
Bengala. Bengala. The well-lit room. Ok.
Barry! Barry!
Oh shit, están acá.
Over here!
Troops on the move.
Hang in there, I'm coming!
Get down! Back, you freaks!
Ha! Fight 'em off! Stay back!
Did something just move?
That's far enough! Hold it right there! That's far enough!
Plum.
Stay back! You know when to make an entrance, Wake. We were ready to make like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I have a different ending in mind.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I knew you'd be all right.
How's that?
The flaming eye of Mordor?
Laugh it up, funny man. Do we have somewhere to go?
Weaver will meet us at the dam.
Vamos, 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 vamos.
Most of your night running uphill while a crazy bunch of demon hicks try to take your head off with an axe. You know your helicopter crash landed in Night Springs.
You see those lights? That's the elevator we need to take.
Can we just stay here until morning, Al? Please?
You can't beat a good hike.
What the hell is that thing? It's everywhere! Oh crap, there's more than one of them!
Nothing moves like that. It's impossible.
Ah! Al! Do something!
He's too fast. I can't get a shot.
There! No, there! Al, they're all over the place!
How many of them are there? Where'd that one go?
Ah, this can't be happening!
Stay sharp. Company.
Was that it? Are we safe?
That was...
Is that it?
Wow. I think we're okay.
Hey, Al, I got a bad
Imposible, es
feeling.
Let's keep
demasiado
our eyes
tarde.
open.
Todo es un desastre. Pido de que. The taken are filled with darkness.
I should have kept that gym membership.
Wait, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
Ok, pero waiteame. No hay nada más, ¿no? Por acá. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Heads up! Here they come!
Oh no! Oh no!
They're coming! We have to hold them off!
Oh, termópila, mirá.
Oh no! Oh no!
Manuscript. No, manuscript no era. Estadísticas. Faltan 40, mirá. No, 30. Ah, 2 programas de TV, mirá. ¿Ya está? Ah, no.
That's far enough! I swear this is the slowest elevator in the world!
Fight them off! Keep hitting them! It's almost here, Wake. Just hold on. Stay back.
Nice.
That's far enough! It's here! Out! Let's go!
Ah, terrible ascensor. Re gigante, boludo.
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind.
No me
Something to
acuerdo
fix this.
absolutamente nada del final,
Gee,
boludo.
could you be a little more vague?
Thomas Zane? Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
Bueno, se